Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Saturday vlog. I am about to make breakfast. This is actually for last week's vlog. I didn't do an intro, so I wanted to do them real quick and kind of talk about what went on this weekend. I have a lot of little short clips, but nothing really that is like a full story, so I kind of want to come in here and talk about that. So I'm going to put these in first into, should I put them in the air fryer?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to put them in the air fryer. Or no, you know what? It makes a mess. I'm going to put them in this pan. So I'm going to put these in the pan first because they're frozen. So I want to start on these before I kind of explain a few things about what happened this week. So we started last week pretty good. We started on Saturday and we took Zeus to the doggy daycare, which he did really good. They do like a little test on him to make sure that he's good with like other pets, and he passed pretty good. I have some footage here, so I'll post it on. We're able to see him through a little camera, so that's how I got this footage. And yeah, so we decided that eventually we're gonna put him in there like once or twice a month, just so he can have just like dog time, you know, like make sure that he can play with other dogs and like be good with them. It's good for exposure too to like other breeds. So yeah, that went really well. So then that day we spent some time with my sister, we spent some time with my parents. And overall, I think we just came back and we just chilled for the rest of the day. On Sunday, we went grocery shopping. So I'm going to post the little haul that we had right now. It's Sunday and I'm going to do a quick haul because we went to go grocery shop. Let me wash my hands first. I already put hand sanitizer, but there's nothing wrong with washing your hands. Eggs. Tortillas, these are my favorite for tacos, Romero's, Parmesan cheese, jalapeno artichoke dip, butter, sour cream, 3 different creamers. Ryan's gonna try them out. Natural Bliss, vanilla, sweet cream, and coconut. Breakfast sandwiches for my week. Queso fresco. Chicken nuggets for days that we don't want to cook. And today we're having burgers, so I got steak cut fries. We also got a pizza, which is outside. Like one of those that you cook yourself. We got these Doritos 3X. I wanted to try them because nostalgia. Got more of these, Brian's favorite. Hot dog buns. We have hot dogs in the fridge. 2 breads. Ryan takes a sandwich every day to work. His deli. Yogurt for me. Milk. And milk.
Sorry, the rest of them can't go in.
Scoop. We got this new peppercorn melange. So we'll see how this is. Ryan wanted some caramel, Dove, and training treats for Zeus because he's going to start doing training in about 2 weeks. So, alright, so Monday, nothing really happened. Tuesday either. I mean, we went on our walks with Zeus. I have some footage here. Ryan's been going every single day, and I think this week I only went twice, so Monday, Tuesday, because we'll move on to Wednesday. Wednesday started off really good. Went to work, and then I looked at Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center, which is where we got Zeus, and I saw that there was a dog that was really cute, and she was the same age as Zeus. Kind of looked a little bit like Zeus. Ryan doesn't think so, but I think she looked a little bit like Zeus. So I saw her, and her name was Persephone, and I was like, she is super cute. I want to go see her. Let me kind of talk about before all this. Ryan really wanted a second dog. So he was like kept on looking at different shelters, different locations. We saw a border collie, which is, you know, the dog that I wanted to get at another place. So we emailed them and they never responded. So we were kind of on the lookout for another dog. So I saw Persephone and I was like, you know what? She looks cute. She's the same age. She should be fine. So I went after work on Wednesday to go see her. So when I got there, there was another family there that was also looking at her. And at first glance, when I saw her walk by, I was like, ooh, like she looks so cute. She was a lot smaller than Zeus. Her coloring is like kind of like a bluish, grayish type of black. So that was really cute too. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait to see if they take her. And then I went into a room with her and I spent about 20 minutes with her. She was good. Like, she was cuddly. She came to me. I played with her with the bone a little bit. They had told me that she had a little bit of issues with growling, which is why she had come back. She was in the house with 2 small kids. So she, the owners didn't like that she started growling at the children. They told me that it was just 2 instances in a whole year that she was growling at the kids. So at that point I was like, I can handle that. Like, growling is fine. Like, as long as they didn't like try to bite the kids, whatever, we can handle that. They also mentioned that she was very alpha. Like, she was very like her way or the highway type of thing. Like, she had trouble with crate training. She had trouble with like other things. But me and Ryan, we trained Zeus from the ground up and we thought, hey, we can do this, right? Like, we can train this dog. We can spend some time with her and really get her to where she needs to be. So we're like, you know what? I made the decision. Ryan's like, trust your gut. I made the decision. We adopted her. This specific location has a program that's called the Rover Over, which is you can spend time, like overnight stay with the dog to see if they're a good fit with your current dog. So I had asked about that and said, hey, can I do the Rover Over program? And pretty much the person there said, you know what, the previous people that were looking at her, they were also interested in doing the Rover Over program with her. But they said, hey, if she's a doctor, just have her, you know, have her take her, and then we'll do the Rover Over program if she doesn't, right? So when I asked about it, they said, well, the other family said they wanted to do the Rover Over program. So if you want to do it as well, they have to do it first. And then if they decide not to take her, then you can do the Rover Over program. So at that point, I had to make a decision. Do I want the other family to spend time with her? Because they had 2 small dogs at their household. So they wanted to test it out with the 2 small dogs. So I had to make the decision. Do I want them to take Persephone and risk not having her myself and not do the Rover Over program and see how she does with Zeus? So we decided to go ahead and adopt her. And so we went through the adoption process, paid the adoption fee, and she came home with us. On the car ride home, she was excellent. She was just sleeping, nothing, like just normal, not hyperactive, nothing. Once she came to Zeus, I actually have footage of her coming into the house, we had them meet outside. They were good. They were playing around. Zeus is very large, so he kept on like trying to mount her and just like, you know, it was cute. Like, I loved the way that they were playing with each other, and it was like pretty cool, right? So we were outside. We have toys outside for them. They did advise, hey, if you have toys, put them aside, because she's very, like, she growls if she, like, with her toys, right? She has, what was that called? Resource guarding. So with food and toys, they said to do that, which we did. So we took one toy out, and because it was playtime, and she was already kind of starting to take all the toys and being possessive over them. So at this point, we were like, okay, that's fine. Like, you know, we knew this going in, perfect. Like, we're seeing it happen. We can kind of train that out of her. So we noticed that she wasn't really responding to her name, which is Persephone, and we had renamed her to Cindy. So we did the whole like training Cindy, like give her treats every time she responded. And at points she would respond and she would come over, but at other points she kind of just ignored you. Like, nah, don't wanna go to you. Like, don't wanna do it. Yeah, that's what we saw things. So it was good that we were seeing these things because we were like, okay, we can work on this, we can work on that, whatever. So during their play, she did growl a few times at Zeus, which made Zeus, if you guys know Zeus, he's very docile. He's very like kind and like when people describe people as like, oh, they're just a big teddy bear, that's what Zeus is. He is big, but he's a teddy bear. He's like very kind, very skittish. Like, I guess bears aren't skittish, but like he's very, very kind and aware of like different personalities. So because she was growling at him, he became very scared of her. And he, like, if she was next to me and I would call him, he wouldn't come to me because he was scared of her, right? So we're like, okay, we don't like that. Like, we don't like that she's causing that, right? So they were playing outside, and we're like, okay, let's take them inside, see how they do together inside. So as soon as she came inside, she kind of just wanted to sniff everything, and Zeus wanted to play. Like, he just wanted to straight up play. So we had to kind of calm him down, be like, hey, sit here, stay here, and just let her kind of look around and navigate and smell everything. So that happened for a little while. That day, we didn't end up eating till about 9 p.m. because we were like, you know, making sure that they got acclimated with each other, making sure that they had enough time to like spend with each other. So yeah, so at that point we were like, okay, like maybe like Zeus will be fine, like he'll get friendly with her, whatever. So at this point she saw the toys, so she wanted to kind of play with them, and she started growling again when Zeus tried to get the toys away from her. So we put the toys away, we put them in a different room. We had one toy out to kind of, you know, measure the situation, see how it was. So we started playing with them both. They kind of warmed up to each other, but she was still very possessive over the toys. Like, she wouldn't like if Zeus got anywhere near her with the toy. And Zeus loves playing. Like, he loves playing, he loves his toys, and he's very good with it. He'll grab it, he'll bring it back to us and release it, and then, you know, we can play fetch with him, no problem. With her, she would grab it, kind of go to a corner and like just guard it, and which that was resource guarding. So we're like, okay, we can work with that. We can, you know, have dedicated playtime. But again, she was growling. She was like, she barked at Zeus, and she would give him like those eyes. Like, if you guys have dogs, you guys know, like those eyes, like, I don't like that type of thing. So that made Zeus even more scared of her. And at one point he was like at the other end of the room where she was like playing with her toy. So we're like, okay, let's see how this goes. At that point we were like, we weren't liking that it was messing up with Zeus's confidence, because we have been working for almost the entire year, bring his confidence up, making sure that he's a confident dog, because again, he's very docile and very like shy and very like skittish. So we wanted to make sure that his confidence wasn't going to be affected. So at this point it was. He was on the other side of the room. He looked very sad, very depressed, and me and Ryan don't work from home. We have other jobs. And so Ryan decided, hey, I'm going to take the day off. So he did, to make sure that he, you know, that he can work with them and see how it went. So it was time for, to go to sleep. And initially they said that she wasn't like good with crates, but she was perfect with the crate. We just put treats in there. She slept in there. No problem. The door was closed the whole night. She was good. Zeus, the kind soul that he is, she started crying a little bit, when she went into the crate, and he was just licking her little hands, her little nose, like, it's okay, it's okay. And he's that type of dog. Like, if like, there's a few times where I like cry or like I get hurt or something, he comes to you and he's like, are you okay? Like, he'll like lick you and he'll like really like care for you. And so he was doing that with her, and we're like, okay, like, you know, maybe like it'll be fine. And before this, like, it was cute because they were playing, she was going under the bed because she's so small, and like Zeus was like playing kind of like tag with her in a sense. It was super cute. Like, they were having a really good playtime. So they went to bed. Zeus and Persephone, they slept through the whole night, and then when we woke up, like, they were fine, whatever, like, good. So I forgot to mention, the night before, Ryan did feed Persephone separately in the garage, and then Zeus, we had given him food, but he didn't eat. Like, he wasn't eating. The next day as well, he was given food and he wasn't eating either. So it was also affecting his eating. It was affecting his mood. It was affecting, like, pretty much with Persephone being there, he became a combination of jealous, sad, and lost his whole confidence that we had built up. So Ryan spent the whole day with them. He played with them. He kind of said, yeah, she's still kind of very possessive. She took over his bed, his toys, everything. She took over everything. And so that was making Zeus really not himself. So I was at work and he was here and he was kind of giving me updates, and I was kind of looking at them at the camera as well, because we have a camera that we have for Zeus when we leave him in the house. And then at that point we decided, hey, I think they're not a good match. I don't think they're a good match. It's affecting Zeus, and Zeus is our number one priority, right? Like, we got him not even a year ago in May. He is our priority. Whatever we need to do for him, we need to do it. Like, we have to make the decision for him, because again, he's our priority. We don't want any of this to affect him. So we decided that we were gonna take her back so that they can bring home her. And I felt really bad at that point, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I took her out, we adopted her. I thought she was gonna be our forever dog. I even told her on the way home, like, oh, like, are you ready to be at your forever home? You know, we had all the expectation of keeping her and having her be our forever dog, but at this point, we didn't like that it was affecting Zeus in this way. And yes, we could have given her a few more days, but me and Ryan don't have the luxury of that. Like, we can't just not go to work and, you know, spend that much time training both of them together. We did that with Zeus because we worked from home, so we were able to kind of do that, but we didn't have the luxury now. And another thing is that they told us she was 1.5 years, which Zeus is 1.5 years, and he has like a lot of training. Like, we worked with him a lot. Persephone did not have that. She would maybe respond sometimes to her name. She did sit, but then she would automatically stand up. She wouldn't stay. When like we would call her to come back in after potty, she was potty trained, so that was good. When we would come back in after potty, she wouldn't come back in. When she was like upstairs and we told her, come here, Persephone, or come here, Cindy, she wouldn't come down. So we didn't sign up for a puppy. Like, we didn't go for a puppy on purpose. There were puppies in the shelter, and we decided, no, we don't have time to train a puppy. And when she came home, she was very like puppy mentality. Like, she was very, like, we had to spend a lot of time and work on her quite a lot. And unfortunately, we don't have that luxury to do that. So that was another factor. So we took a lot of factors in, and we were like, it's not fair for her for us to just like go to work, leave her here, and like, hey, you know, like, just be with Zeus, just because that would be selfish on us, because we want Zeus to have a partner, and like at any expense, that wouldn't be fair to her, because both her and Zeus would not be happy at that point. So we ended up taking her back, and it was heartbreaking. But I'm sure she's so cute, and I'm sure she's going to do really well. They have us like create a form like of what worked, what didn't work with her. So I made sure to say, like, I think she'd be better in a 1-dog home, because that way it's just her and she's not competing against another dog or trying to be possessive over another dog. With humans, she was fine. Like, she didn't growl at us. She didn't like do anything wrong with us. Like, it was just the combination of the 2 dogs, like their personalities just didn't go well. So we made sure to say that. Or if they are in another dog home, like if the dog is very docile or very shy or like not a lot of confidence, it might not be a good fit, because she'll pretty much like take over everything. So yeah, that's what happened on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, we didn't really do anything. I was really sad, to be honest, and I just felt guilt, but I think it's going to be the best for both of them. And I'm so sure she's going to get adopted. Honestly, she's going to go to a perfect home and she's going to, you know, be fine. We just didn't have the time, or we didn't have, like, Zeus just didn't do good with her. And yeah, we made a decision. So now we decided that we're a 1-dog home, at least until maybe Zeus is older. We don't know. We have to like spend more time with him and make sure that his confidence doesn't get lowered by another dog, and just, you know, we have to just focus on him for right now. So for now, we're a 1-dog home, and it'll be that for a bit. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are interested in adopting, I recommend Mary S. Roberts. They're really good with their pets. They spend a lot of time with them, and when we dropped her off, they were so kind to her and gave her like extra love and kisses, which is what she needed. And like I said, I felt bad, but I was like, well, if I would have done the Rover Over program, it would have been the same thing. It was 1 overnight stay testing out with the dog, and she had a lot of playtime. She had a lot of cuddles. On her own, she was a beautiful, wonderful dog, and I wish I could have kept her, but it just didn't work out for us, or for Zeus. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Bye.